Hi everyone, welcome to Think IAS. We are here again with the video series for UPSC Prelim 2021. Today we are talking about contempt of court. It is an offense of showing disrespect to the dignity or authority of court. It is there to protect judicial institutions from criticism and the people who lower its authority. It came into being uh, several centuries ago in England as it was common law and that seeks to protect judicial power of king and it was exercised by the king only. Later by a panel of judges who acted in his name used this contempt of court. Violation of judge's order was considered an affront to the king himself, and over time, any kind of disobedience to judges or any kind of disrespect towards them came to be an punishable offense under this contempt of court. Let's see any statutory basis for contempt of court. So yeah, as I have mentioned, it was from England, so there were some pre-independence law. But after independence, we have Article 129, which conferred Supreme Court the power to punish contempt of itself. Similarly, under Article 215, same power was given to High Court. Article 129 and Article 215, they are getting the statutory backing by the Contempt of Court Act 1971. Then Article 142 Clause 2, it enables Supreme Court to investigate and punish any person for its contempt. There are two types of contempt of court. One is civil contempt, in which anyone who willfully disobeys the court order or breaches the undertaking given to court is come under contempt. Second is criminal contempt, in which if someone tries to scandalize the court or tries to lower the authority of court by any words, written, spoken words, signs, or actions, came under this criminal contempt. If someone interfere with the judicial proceedings, again it comes under the criminal contempt. And anyone who obstruct the administration of justice comes under the criminal contempt. The punishment for this contempt of court is simple imprisonment for a term of 6 months and fine of rupees 2000. But not everything come under this contempt of court. If someone is fair and giving an accurate reporting of judicial proceeding, it will not come under this contempt of court. Nor if anyone is having any fair criticism on the merits of judicial order after a case is heard and disposed of. But there are few issues which we need to resolve. Like under Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause A, Constitution gives freedom of speech and expression to all the citizens. But this contempt provision curb people freedom from speaking about courts functioning. Similarly, as this law is very subjective, so judiciary can use this to suppress the people who criticize judiciary. Like someone, a judge who thinks that some statement can be the contempt of court, but for this other judge, it cannot be. It all depends on the degree, the temperament, and the preference of judge. So it is a vague law which we need to check. What are the way forward for this? So first of all, we have to see that this should not be allowed to use as a means to prevent criticism. Like in this contemporary time, it is important for court that there should be accountable to someone. So we have to get a transparent process, and for that we need contempt of court to get reduced. Similarly, we need to revisit this law because it was taken from Britain, and Britain has abolished this scandalizing of judiciary as a form of contempt in 2013, and we still follow this. And this is not compatible with freedom of speech. So we have to see this, and then I think we can make it even more powerful and transparent. I hope you like the video. I hope you like the content. If you have any question, you can comment it down. If you want to see any other video, you can comment. We will try to make video on that. Like, share, and subscribe. Think IAS, and we'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, bye bye.